Will the children appear? The Invictus Games are coming up next month. Harry's going to be there, and naturally, Harry's wife has decided that she's going to put in an appearance also to try and make it Harry's wife games, as she did with the ones that took place in The Hague. But what about the children? Yes, you remember those two, Archie and Lilibet, or Murchie and Lilybucks, as they had been christened by some quarters. We haven't seen too much of them as of late. Of course, there are many who will maintain that's because they don't exist, that they use actors. Of course, there was an appearance at the Independence Day parade where we were treated to some photographs that appeared in relation to that. But other than that, there hasn't been too much in relation to their appearances. We know that hitherto they've been kept under wraps so that they could be revealed, no doubt under the terms of some exclusive agreement with Netflix, with only occasional pictures being used in the glossy covers of Hello, for example. And once again, it is that PR puff piece supine publication and Danielle Stacey who poses the question, will Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet travel to Europe with Harry and Harry's wife? Yes, one of the more pressing questions of the day, no doubt. The subheading tells us something that we'd never known before. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex live in Monte Shitshow, California, with their children. No, shit the bed. Is that the case? Never realised. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we're told, already have a very busy schedule in September, with lots of travel involved. Will it be by private jet, one wonders? Prince Harry will return to London for the Well Child Awards, flying solo in that respect, see parts pass him, in association with GSK on the 7th of September. It's not known if the Duke will reunite with any members of the royal family. Well, it would appear that he's not going to, because of course he's behaved like an arrogant brat as of late, with his disclosures, particularly in Spare, and the continued behaviour of him and his wife, meaning that members of the royal family are following their expertly advised distancing from the gruesome twosome. Of course, the 8th of September will also mark the anniversary of the passing of his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. Hello, tell us. Harry will then fly to Germany for the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, with Harry's wife confirmed to join her husband shortly after the event begins so that she can sweep in and wow everybody with some latest fashion catastrophe and to enable her to hoover up all that delicious fuel. The couple's spokesperson has not disclosed whether the Duke and Duchess will be accompanied by their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The youngsters did not join their parents at the Games in The Hague in the Netherlands in April 2022. Given the long-haul journey, it's likely that Archie and Lilibet will remain at the family's home in Monte Shitshow, California, instead with their nanny, or Harry's wife's mother, Doria Ragland. Residual benefit there from Doria Ragland as a non-intimate secondary source in Harry's wife's fuel matrix. Or alternatively, once again, Archie will be asking, are those two trees my mummy and daddy, as the nanny nods patiently. Meanwhile, King Charles and Queen Camilla are hosting members of their family at Balmoral Castle in Scotland during the summer break. The Sussexes are unlikely to be among the guests, however. No shit. I mean, seriously. This shows the level to which Hello descends by saying, I think it's unlikely that they'll attend. Yeah, I mean, that's really going to be on the mind of King Charles and Queen Camilla, isn't it? I say, darling, who should we invite to stay with us this summer? Oh, well, I suppose, why don't we invite Ginger Bollocks and his handler? After all, they're so friendly, so warm, so inviting. Yes, I suppose you're right, says old Chuck, Of course they're not going to invite them. Good Lord, hello. But they have to euphemize everything, don't they, and ameliorate it and dilute it to make it seem as if they were a consideration to be invited. Charles's reaction would be more likely, "Yeah, I'm not inviting that stupid boy in tungsten. Absolutely no need. Yeah. Not having them darkened proceedings. No, tell them to fuck off." The article blunders on its way by explaining while many could believe that it is due to the rift within the family, really, since Harry and Harry's wife's tell-all Netflix docuseries and the Duke's explosive memoir Spare, there could actually be another reason behind the decision. Archie, 4, attends preschool in the United States, and term times in the United States tend to commence in August. So there's a possibility that the youngster is already back with his peers. Well, that might well be the case, but believe me, that isn't the basis of any decision as to why they're not attending in Balmoral. The reason they're not attending in Balmoral is very simple. NFI. Not fucking invited. Harry and Harry's wife last brought their children to the United Kingdom in June 2022, when they attended celebrations for the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee, meaning that it has been well over a year since they have seen any members of their extended family in the United Kingdom. The children were not pictured during their visit, and I know some people remain sceptical as to whether they actually attended at all. But the Duke and Duchess shared footage from Lilibet's first birthday party in their Netflix series. The proud parents held a tea party at their former Windsor home, Frogmore Cottage, to mark the occasion. And then Hello decides that they're going to treat us to a video of people singing happy birthday to Lilibet. It's not known where Harry will stay during his time in the United Kingdom, as it was confirmed in July by Sir Michael Stevens, Keeper of the Privy Purse, that the Sussexes had vacated Frogmore Cottage, i.e., in plain speak, they were evicted. The Grade 2 listed property was converted from separate apartments into a 4-bedroom house as part of a £2.4 million renovation before the Duke and Duchess moved in ahead of Archie's birth in May 2019. However, Harry and Harry's wife lived in Windsor for 6 months before announcing their decision to step back as senior royals and move back to the US, in case, once again, you weren't aware of this. And again, they lived there for just 6 months before announcing their decision to leave the UK for a new life overseas. Yada, 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 bringing up the past once again. More puff-piece nonsense put forward by Hello on the part of Harry's wife to raise speculation about whether the children will be there or not. Who cares? But it is demonstrative once more of how Harry's wife continues to ensure that supine publications such as Hello continue to talk about her, speculating about something which is neither here nor there in relation to whether the children would appear or not. It really is of no consequence, but to Harry's wife it matters because she has to ensure that she is always spoken about, because that caters to the prime aims. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.